dumpster diving.
What's next in the dumpster? My hands are so cold. God, I need gloves.
Do some more clawing to warm them up. Leaked emails show Tucker Carlson asked Hunter Biden for help getting his kid into college.
How does anyone buy this guy's ruling class nonsense? Like, I don't understand. All of these people are ruling class. You are not ruling class. I'm not ruling class. All the people who are dividing us are ruling class. This is the end of my TED Talk. I've said it a million times. They go on TV and pretend to hate each other, and then they freaking get off the cameras, and their kids all go on play dates together, and they have barbecues, and they don't care that you and your neighbor are at war because of some dumb shit they said on their shows. As long as they're making millions of dollars off dividing everybody in this country, who gives a shit? Stop falling for this shit! I will admit Tucker is good, though. When he was asked about the email correspondence, he said, I can't confirm these emails. The emails that you're referring to are described by our intel community as Russian disinformation. He's good. I'll give him that.
All right. Then we have Biden's energy official, Sam Britton, was caught twice stealing women's luggage from airports and got fired.
It took him a while to get fired because he wears women's clothes and likes puppy play and talks about his sex openly and is therefore a protected class. Sam's face. How many clothes did he actually have to steal to overcome the barrier of finally getting fired for this shit? He didn't even get fired after he got busted for the first time he stole luggage. Like, it took 2 times.
This is such a weird story.
I bet he ends up suing for discrimination or some shit.
Probably.
Or they. Sorry, they. I bet they end up suing.
Kate Hyde had a great tweet about it.
Yeah, Kate Hyde had a really funny tweet.
She said, Sam Britton's style makes way more sense when you realize he's just wearing whatever he finds in other people's luggage.
But it's true. Like, imagine that you're watching this, like, Department of Energy guy or whatever, and in some conference, and I don't know, and then suddenly he's, like, wearing your dress that went missing when your luggage got stolen.
Yeah.
You're like, what the? Hey, that's my dress.
The Leo meme.
And then people just think you're a crazy conspiracy theorist. You're like, no, he stole my dress.
Those are my clothes.
Okay, Karen. Why don't you go back to your QAnon forum?
You're such a... People who skipped their COVID vaccine are at a higher risk of traffic accidents, according to a new study.
I mean, this is a real stretch right here. Real stretch.
I mean, just the headline.
The headline alone, but of course, this was Canadian researchers. Not surprised this is going on up in Canada, you authoritarian maniacs. And this headline was hilarious, but there's actually some pretty chilling stuff buried way down in the article. The findings are significant enough that primary care doctors should consider counseling unvaccinated patients on traffic safety, not so chilling, and insurance companies might base changes to insurance policies on vaccination data, the author suggests.
Yeah.
Chilling. Buried way at the bottom of this article. The other thing, first responders may also consider taking precautions to protect themselves from COVID when responding to traffic crashes. The authors added, as it's more likely that a driver is unvaccinated than vaccinated, you can still spread it when you're vaccinated. We know this. You're still trying to push us lie up in Canada?
I know. They were saying it was like, basically people who are unvaccinated, they're more reckless and they're less likely to like follow the rules.
They've done these studies with like people who don't get the flu vaccine and stuff. But this is like ridiculous to act like the freaking, like you have a better chance of getting COVID from someone who's unvaccinated versus vaccinated is a lie. It's just a blatant lie at this point. And we go black.
Researchers say Discovery's Shark Week lacks diversity and overrepresents white males named Mike.
Yeah, I know. It's shocking. There aren't as many women named Mike. That deserved that. I love that there's like a whole department it's called Miss, and it's like the...
Yeah. It was like...
something like diversity and shark
Shoot,
studies.
I have to like look it up. It was. We were reading this and we were like, "Is this a real?"
I thought this article was satire. I really was. I had to like go double check that this article is real because there were so many things in it that felt like, you know, James Lindsay and those guys when they did the fake papers that got into all of the.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. It was reading it and I'm like, this can't be real, but it's all real.
Yeah, it's Minorities in Shark Sciences. That is a real organization.
That's a real. I thought this was all a joke.
It sounds like they're more upset they're not on Discovery's Shark Week.
Yeah, that's what they are upset about.
Maybe dudes just like sharks more.
And they were complaining that Shark Week like represents sharks wrongly because it makes them, you know, terrifying.
Well, that is
true.
Even the guy who wrote Jaws said he wouldn't write that book anymore.
Right. It made people so scared of sharks.
And it was so like scientifically inaccurate. I can't believe people are scared of sharks.